So I had a breast augmentation about six and a half years ago and was really pleased with the aesthetic result right away. Over time, especially in the last 1 to 2 years, I started developing a plethora of symptoms that I never really tied to my implants. Really wide range of things, from brain fog, fatigue, down to just weight changes, water retention, and just a lot of things that were really debilitating for a long time. I had a lot of doctor's appointments and looked into a lot of different health issues that could be contributing to some of these factors, and all of my blood work and every other test came out normal, which was great news, obviously, but didn't make sense why I felt like I was a 90-year-old. So the term breast implant illness had been in my ear for quite some time, and I never really thought that it was something that applied to me until I ruled out everything else. So I started looking into it a little bit more, and was pretty convinced after some time and doing some research that maybe that is what was going on with me.
Patients might develop what's called breast implant illness. So this is kind of a vague constellation of symptoms, usually described as rashes, joint pain, swelling, brain fog. When you present with those things to your doctor, they're gonna do a workup to see what's causing those things. They might do things like checking labs. They may have you see a rheumatologist to see what's causing the joint pain or the rashes. You might see a dermatologist along those lines. And despite the workup that they do, they don't find a reason for all these things that are causing these problems. So that leads to a diagnosis of what's called breast implant illness, which is really a diagnosis of exclusion. So instead of us being able to send off a lab or do imaging that says this is what is causing those problems, patients go through all this workup to get to the point where they say, well, maybe it's the implants that are causing my problems. They have the implants removed, and then the symptoms either resolve completely or improve, hopefully.
So I did a little homework and shopped around surgeons, and I came across North Texas Plastic Surgery, and I met with Dr. Carlson, and he had answered a lot of my questions about breast implant illness and really validated what I was feeling, which was really important to me because I feel like in this industry, a lot of times plastic surgeons, since they're doing breast augmentations all day long, wouldn't necessarily want to talk about taking them out. So I really appreciated a practice that is doing breast augmentations and so many other things at this magnitude, that they are willing to hear me out and hear what I was experiencing and validate all of those things for me. So when I came in for my consultation with Dr. Carlson, I was immediately blown away by all of the staff here, from the front desk to the nurses down to Dr. Carlson himself. I was just super impressed with the knowledge, the expertise, and just how friendly everybody was. Having been in the field of aesthetics for quite some time myself, I was kind of not seriously looking for a new opportunity at the time, and I was so blown away by this practice that I couldn't help but look to see if there are any job opportunities available. And to my surprise, there was. And so I took the opportunity to come and work here myself. So the great service did not stop at the consultation, but carried on even through the day of surgery and after by the fantastic nurses and OR staff that walked me through every step of the process and made me feel really comfortable and knew that I was in the right hands. And I could not be happier with my results. I was really impressed with my whole experience with Dr. Carlson. Not only is he a fantastic doctor, but a fantastic person in general. He was so kind and so thoughtful, answered all of my many questions that I had. One thing that I really appreciate about Dr. Carlson is when I was looking around for surgeons, the day I actually scheduled a consultation, Dr. Carlson had posted a video on his Instagram talking about breast implant illness. So I knew I had made an excellent choice and was in the right hands.